Hey everyone, welcome back to Godzilla. Today we are again back with another problem solving question in our level up series. So now let's get into the today's question. And although we have solved one of the variants of this specific problem, and the problem is threesome, by the way. But today we are going to encounter another problem. So in interviews, it might happen because you might have solved one of the problem, but they might do some tweaks or some additions, and then tell you to solve the problem, and you should be habitual of doing that. So now let's get started. So today's problem is on LeetCode again. It is a three-sum closest problem. It is not a three-sum problem which we have solved earlier also. It is a bit different than that. So firstly taking a screenshot so that we can solve it and try to analyze what we have to do in this problem statement. Now let's go here and then do Control V, and here we are. So right now if we can go take a color, whatever color we want to have in this. And now let's get started. First of all, this is the problem which is three-sum closest. It is not actually the three-sum problem. It clearly resembles with that three-sum problem, but it is a bit different than that. Let me tell you why. Because in this problem statement, we will be given an array of length 10 eh, and along with that, we also have an integer target. So in the three-sum problem which we have to get the sum of three numbers which add up to, I think, to zero or something like that. Here we have to find integer which will add up to target. Now to find the three integers in the number such that the sum is closest to the target. So here we have to find the sum closest to the target, not always equals to the target, and return sum of three numbers. So that's what we have to return. And in the input, if we can take this input, it will be like -1, 2, 1, and 4. And the which we have got is target is 1. Now, in this case, if it is a simple classical problem uh, of solving this in the simple, like in three-sum problem, we have to find three numbers which will add up to get this sum. Now, if we can see hypothetically, it is actually not possible. Like the sum that is closest to the target 2 is 2, which we have here. So if we add all of them, 1, 2, 1, then we get the sum equals to 2, okay, which is closest to our target. That is the main point. Here we are not even like sitting and just checking if it is equal to the target, then only we will be going. We have to take a case when we have to encounter it to the closest. Now let's think about the approach which we can follow here. Talking about the approach can be like in the typical three-sum problem. If you have remembered that we have a for loop which will be helping us to iterate once. We will be having a left pointer, we'll be having a right pointer, okay, I, I plus 1 basically, if this is I, and our right pointer is sitting at the last only, then using the two pointer approach, basically, here we will be using while loop, while uh, our left is smaller than right. In that case, till then we will be iterating. Now, talking about the logic which we have to write here, now we have to take care of a thing which I want to share. That is the difference. Difference need to be calculated, and on basis of that, our current answer will also be there. So we have to somehow take care of two things. First of all, is the difference. So I will write first is our difference. Difference should be small. And along with that difference also, like we will be able to find the difference. Wherever we find the smallest difference, we have to return that sum. So for this, we have to find sum of the smallest difference. So question will be somehow like using three sum only, typical three sum. But here we have to take care of the differences And whenever we found the minimum distance, we have to return sum. Like how we will be able to find the difference? Difference will be the present sum. It can be like target which is given to us, and the current sum is given to us. The difference between both of them is the actual difference, and when this difference is minimum, they are saying the closest means the minimum difference. That sum we have to return off. Now let's try to code it and try to find, like, can we find the solution in this particular way? Let me reset this and let me start doing it. Okay, let's start the problem statement. First of all, we have to initialize some of the things. Okay, we'll doing it later. For loop from int I equals to 0. I will be going to, let's initialize the size int n equals to nums dot size. And here we are n minus 1 because in upcoming one we will be iterating again. Int left is equals to I plus 1 and int right is equal to n minus 1. Why n minus 1? N is the size of array, so we have to go one step back for the right last index, and for left I plus 1 because we have to iterate after that, because we need 3 pointers, basically 2 pointers we are making left and right, and 1 pointer is I. Now let's initialize some of the terms, which is int uh, min difference, minimum difference, and the minimum difference which we have, let's take it as int max, so that it will get automatically updated every time, and int answer also equals to 0. Okay, so we are done with this. Now we have to roll out our main logic which we were thinking about. We have to find the current value, and then we have to find out the differences and all. The 2 pointers is here using a while loop, less than right. What we have to do is we have to find a current, and how this current will be behaving is it will be num plus I plus num dot left plus num right. Now these are the sum of those terms. Now next we have to take care of the differences. So now if I will write int differ, means the difference. So we have to apply a function called as ABS. Now if you are having, or you have seen this function earlier, you know what is ABS. But ABS is just like, if I will do ABS of 3 minus 8, all the 3 minus 8, it should be minus 4, but it will be giving us 4. So it is just like using mod, we can say. If we do ABS of 4 minus 8, it will be 4. If we do ABS of 3 minus 4, it will be 1 instead of minus 1. So like converting it to positive 1. And if we do ABS of 4 minus 3, it will be 1 only. So that's how we will be able to find the difference instead of just thinking about the signs and all. And the difference we have to do target, current minus target. That's all. Now let's write the condition. If if our difference is lesser than our current, or we can say our min difference, in that case answer should equals to the current sum which we have got, and our min differ should be equals to the differ. That's all what we have to do. It will be equal to the differ, so we have updated our difference also and set our like answer also to the current value, so that the minimum difference should have the value of the current. And now let's write other condition. Now if in a case our uh, the current difference which we have got, current is somehow greater than our target, It means we have to decrease the current, and for decreasing the current, we have to make right pointer minus minus. And in else condition, else if we can directly write the else condition here only. We have to do left plus plus. Okay, so if you have watched the video of the three pointer or three not three pointer like three sum, then you will understand this pretty much clearly, like how this pointer and how why to do right minus minus left plus plus and all. So here we are, like whatever we have to find out, we are at that position. Now let's try to run it. But will it run? For sure not, because we forgot to do the sort part. Sort num start begin and num start end. Now let's see if it will work or not. Let me return our answer. Let's see. If it doesn't work, then we will be figuring out what we can do. Oh, it got accepted. Yeah. Now let's submit this also and see if it works or not. Yeah, it works completely fine. So that's all for this. Now, in the problem statement, like if we go just with the three sum, it is obviously the correct implementation or the direct implementation is related to the three sum, but the problem dissolves the three sum closest, so it will relate for sure. But the closest thing, I'm just saying it is a tweak which we have added, and that's how we should encounter this problem. So that's all for the video. I hope you like it. I hope you will solve this problem statement also. I will paste the link of this problem in the description. Go check out and solve this off. So that's all for the video. Thanks for watching.